Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. I want to give thanks to the Most High for allowing everything possible and for allowing me to give you this content. I know you're probably saying to yourself, why does he have a jar in the camera, in front of the camera? Well, I just want to go over something that when you're not financially literate, you will never understand it. That's the reason why it's very, very important for you to be financially literate. Financial literacy. I just finished wrapping up week 12 of my $1.52, my $1 and $2 52-week challenge vacation sinking fund. You know, it's a challenge that I do on a weekly basis. I've been doing it for the last 4 or 5 years. You can check all my other videos if you want to. And please like and subscribe to the channel because I'm going to educate a lot of people that needs this education. All right. I just finished shooting video for week 12 of my $1, $2, 52-week challenge. And I want to explain something to you all. Okay, my job, the reason why I do this is to inspire people. You know, I love it when people tell me, you know, Mike, you know, you helped me, you know, you inspired me. I get that a lot. And that's the reason why I do it. I just love it, you know, because I know that I'm helping somebody and I want them to avoid, you know, a situation that I've been through that I think on this channel I'm going to explain to a lot of people. So right now we have $78 in this jar in dollar coins. This jar, you could put a penny, 5 cents, 10 cents, 25 cents, 50 cents, and dollar coins. You could put that in here, and it'll tell you how much you have in here. But right now, we're only putting dollar coins in here, and we are in week 12. We are approaching week 12 of the $1, $2, 52-week challenge. And we have, like I said, we have $78. All right. So what I want to explain to you when it comes to if somebody was to give you an amount of money now, once we complete this challenge, which will be week 52, which is the last Friday of this challenge, the last Friday of the year, we are going to have $1,378 in dollar coins. Now imagine that times 10. That'll be $10,378, right? If I was to give you this jar times 10, do you know what the typical person will do? Do you know what the typical person in the world will do if they are not financially literate? Will do if I was to give them this jar times 10, then that means that's 10 jars of this. That'll be $10,378 that I will be giving to you. Or if anybody was to give it, you know what? You was to win $10,378 in the lottery. Right? Okay. If the lottery was to give you $10,378 and you don't take the lump sum and you get that in a check, you know what's going to happen? They are going to alert the IRS, you know, because first of all, they're going to need your information, your social security, you know, your name, your identity, or whatever. So at the end of the year, you're going to get a 1099-G from the W-2G, one of those statements. You will get that, right? The IRS gets it, but you're going to get the $10,378. The typical person, or I'm going to say the typical American, they're going to take this jar and they're going to spend it. They're not going to do no savings. They're not going to save 10%. They're not going to save 20%. No. All they know is that they got $10,000. Their thing is, okay, you know what? Whatever they wish for, that's what they're going to spend their money on. That's the typical American. But then we have those Americans that know what to do with this. They know what to do with $10,378. You know what they're going to do? A certain amount of this, they're going to save it. A certain amount, they're going to spend. A certain amount, they're going to save for taxes. A certain amount, they're going to save to multiply, to try to at least multiply it. You know, but the typical American, if you give them this jar full, 10 of these jars, they're going to spend it. They're going to spend it. Those are the people that you call consumers. And the majority of the American people are consumers. They are not producers. You know, so this is what I try to do on my channel. I try to help people or explain to them why it's very important to save money. It's very important, and it's essential for you to save money. It's time for you to take your mindset from a consumer to a producer, where if you was to get this amount of money, at least 10 to 15 to 20%. This is the reason why on this channel I always stress to save at least 10, 15, 20, 25% of your weekly salary, because at the end of the year it adds up. You know, so that way if you're financially literate, you know that if you was to receive a lump sum of money, you know that part of that money you're gonna save, and a certain percent is for you to spend. That's why lately I've been stressing the 50-30-20 rule. 50% is for needs, 30% is for wants, and 20% and 10%. 50% is for needs, 30% is for wants, and 20% is for savings. If you was to get this $10,378, we could do the math right now. $10,378, right? Times 30%. I don't know if I know how to do it with this calculator. This calculator is, I'm not really sure if I could do it with a percent. That's 3,000. Hold on. $10,378 times 30%. That's $3,113 that will go towards, you know, your wants, your needs, all right? Because that's what you need. And then $10,738 times 20%. That's $2,147.60. All right, so you get the drift. I can't really do it with this calculator. I have to do it with my iPhone calculator. That's how I will be able to get the numbers. But that's what I mean. You know, if you do that formula that I've been stressing for the last 2-3 weeks, you know, you will be fine. But we have to get out of that mindset of the consumer, where you're consuming everything. You get this and you consume the whole thing, and then you say to yourself, damn, I'm broke. That's the reason why entertainers go broke. That's the reason why athletes go broke. You know, there's a saying that after 3 or 4 years from athletes, when they leave their profession because they're not getting the same amount of money they was getting before, they go broke. Why? Because they do not know how to manage money. It's very important for you to know how to manage money. There's a saying also, it's not a saying, it's a fact, that when you win the lottery, you go broke. Why? Because you're consuming. You're not investing. You're not trying to multiply what you have here. It's very important, and it's essential for you to save money. And this is the reason why I'm shooting this video. I hope you like, share, and subscribe, and share, because a lot of people need this. There are some folks that knows how to multiply. There's folks that know how to save money, and they get by just having a job. I congratulate you. But there are a lot of people that are struggling, and they don't know. And the reason why they're not struggling, and the reason why they're struggling, is because they don't know how to manage their money. Sometimes it's very important for you to know how to cut the fat out the meat. And that means you have to cut a certain expenses that you don't need. It's very, very important. This is the reason why I am very, very when I'm emotional, like I'm very, very passionate when it comes to um my economy, my econ. You know, the way I go about saving and managing money, you know, it's, I don't know, I just want to help people that don't know how to manage their money. And if you watch my channel on a weekly basis, I always stress save at least 10 to 15% of your weekly salary, because at the end of the year, it all adds up. And then at the end of the year, you're going to have, at least you are going to have 6 to 9 months of living expenses. So that way, whenever life happens, life throws at you, you're ready. All right, friends and family, I hope I didn't take too long, and I hope you understood what I was trying to say, what message I'm trying to send out there. You know, I just hope, you know, that I could reach a lot of people and help them out, so that way in the future they're not struggling financially. My name is Michael Leva, and thank you for watching my videos, and I appreciate it. Peace and love.